Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Electronics for You, and in this video I will talk about AC through pure capacitor, that is AC in a purely capacitive circuit. So before applying AC to the capacitor, let us talk about what will happen if a DC supply is applied to a capacitor. Now consider this circuit. Here we have applied a DC supply to capacitor and let the current I is flowing through the capacitor. As we know that capacitor will start charging when supply voltage is applied to it, and in case of DC, definitely here the capacitor will start charging like this. Here the value of capacitor charging will increase, and at some point, say we in at some time t, it will charge to its maximum value, and further it will not get charges because it has reached to its maximum value, that is V equals to V in. Here V is the voltage across capacitor, and definitely here there will be positive charges, and here from this side it is negatively charged, and once it is charged to a maximum value, we can say that further the capacitor cannot be charged because this positive charges will definitely oppose this positive charges, means this capacitor will act as a source itself, but the current will flow for some time, and that current is given by I equals to C into dVc upon dt. Here C is the capacitance value in farad, and dV upon dt is the rate of change of supply voltage with respect to time, and definitely I is the current flowing through a capacitor. And as I have already mentioned that a capacitor cannot further charge, and therefore dV upon dt, that is the rate of change of voltage, is 0, and therefore further current will become 0, and therefore further capacitor will blocks DC, and no current can flow through the capacitor after it get charged. Now let us talk about what will happen if an AC supply is applied through passed through a capacitor. Now we know that AC constantly changes its direction as well as its magnitude, and therefore we can say that it will continuously charge and discharge capacitor. Here the voltage V is applied, and this V is equals to Vm sin omega t, and applied to a capacitor. Definitely, as the formula for the current flowing through capacitor, I is equals to C into dV upon dt. Here definitely the rate of change of voltage will be maximum at 0 point. At this point the rate of change of voltage is maximum, and therefore the value of current will be maximum, and definitely once the capacitor gets fully charged, further no current will flow through the circuit, and therefore at this, that is the peak value of voltage, the means at 90 degree the value of current is 0, and after that the voltage will start dropping and it will reach to point C, and again at this point current will be maximum, but now the voltage will move to the direction, will start charging capacitor in other direction, that is the polarity of capacitor will change, and definitely at maximum voltage further again the value of current will be 0, and same things will continue, that is the when AC is applied to a capacitor, the rate of change of voltage at the 0 is maximum, and therefore the maximum value of current will be there, whereas when maximum value or minimum value of voltage is there, the current is 0. On the basis of that, we can conclude that here if V is equals to Vm sin omega t is the voltage across capacitor, then here current lags by 90 degree. Current leads by 90 degree, or we can say that by pi by 2, or we can say the voltage is lagging current by 90 degree or pi by 2 radians. Now this is the theoretical thing, let us prove it mathematically. So when now consider a circuit in which a pure capacitor is connected across AC is equals to Em sin omega t, and let the current I is flowing through this circuit. Here Vc is the voltage across capacitance, and definitely here Vc is equals to Vm sin omega t, and we know that the formula for current is I is equals to C dVc upon dt. If we put the value of voltage across capacitor here, we will get dVc means Vm sin omega t ddt of Vm sin omega t, and further if we differentiate this, we will get C into Vm into omega, and differentiation of sin omega t is cos omega t. Now we got C into omega into Vm, and we can write cos omega t as sin omega t plus 90 degree or pi by 2 radian. Now we know that I is generally equals to Vm upon R by Ohm's law. So here the resistance of offered by capacitor, let it be Xc, that is capacitive reactance, and further we can write the same expression as Vm upon 1 upon omega c. The remaining expression will remain same, so it is sin omega t plus 90 degree. Here definitely it is Vm upon Xc, that is we have put Xc is equals to 1 upon omega c. Here Xc is the capacitive reactance which is explained later, and this is the expression for the current through a capacitor, that is Vm upon Xc sin omega t plus 90 degree, and that Vm upon Xc is, if we put as equals to Im, then sin omega t plus 90 degree multiplied by Im is the expression for the current, and here Im equals to Vm upon Xc. This is the equation for current, and by this we can write the voltage equation as Vc is equals to Vm sin omega t, and Ic, the current through capacitor, is equals to Im sin omega t plus 90 degree. Here plus sign indicates the lead. So if you want to plot the waveform for this, we'll get waveform like this. Here the reference is V equals to Vm sin omega t, which is plotted like this, and the current is leading by 90 degrees, so it is achieving its maximum value, minimum value and zero value before voltage. So it is leading by 90 degree or pi by 2. In other words, we can have a phasor diagram like this. If Vc is equals to Vm sin omega t, this will be the reference phasor, let it be Vc or V, and in phasor notation the plus sign, that is lead, is indicated in anti-clockwise direction. So here the lead is in anti-clockwise direction by 90 degree, and therefore it is the value of Ic, that is the current flowing through capacitor. And if you want to write current as a reference, then I is equals to Im sin omega t will be there, and Vc is equals to Vm sin omega t. Now voltage will definitely lag current if the current is reference axis, and therefore we can plot its phasor like this. This will be the current I, and the voltage across capacitor Vc is lag by 90 degree, which will be indicated in clockwise direction by 90 degrees. So this is the waveform and phasor diagram for the purely capacitive circuit. Now let's talk about the capacitive reactance. It is indicated by Xc, and we have written the formula for Xc. It was Xc is equals to 1 upon omega c. Omega is equals to 2 pi f, so we can write it as Xc is equals to 1 upon 2 pi fc. That is, in capacitive reactance is inversely proportional to the frequency, and as it is the reactance means it is the resistance offered by capacitor, so its unit is ohm, and it is ohm is denoted by omega sign. Now let us talk about the power in pure capacitive circuit. Now we know that power is the multiplication of voltage and current, and voltage for the capacitor is Vm sin omega t, and current through the capacitor is Im sin omega t plus 90 degree. That sin omega t plus 90 degree can be written as cos omega t. So further we'll get P is equals to Vm Im sin omega t into cos omega t. If we adjust the term like this, we will get Vm Im upon 2 sin 2 omega t. This is the value of power. And further, if we again write this power expression like this, we'll get P is equals to Vrms, that is Vm upon root 2 is Vrms, RMS value of voltage, and Im upon root 2 is the IRMS sin 2 omega t is the component which will remain there. So this is the formula for power, and if we plot the waveform, then we will get diagram like this. Here this blue color indicates the voltage, this red color indicates the current, and this pink color indicates the power. Now in case here voltage multiplied by current is definitely positive sign multiplied by positive sign will be positive. So for this cycle, for this quarter cycle, it is positive. But when here the voltage is positive but the current is negative, here you can see that this red color indicates the current and it is negative. So positive multiplied by negative will be negative, and here the power will be negative. Then again negative into negative is positive, so the power is positive, and this will remain continuous. So for half quarter it is positive, and for another half quarter it is negative. Here positive power, generally we say that power is not negative, but the waveform is like this. It means that here positive power indicates energy is stored, and negative power indicates that energy is released by capacitor. But as we take the average power by the capacitor, then it is positive and negative cycle will cancel each other, and therefore the average power consumed by a pure capacitor is 0. Thank you.